to take us through this evening's proceedings and through the ceremony, this formal ceremony of the formal opening of the Pointe Constituency office. I would like to introduce our chairman for this evening. Mr. Atiba Hudlin is the office manager of this office, and he is the one who will conduct the program from here on, and I would like you to give him a round of applause as we introduce to conduct the program, Mr. Atiba Hudlin.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming to the opening of this office, and I would like to firstly introduce one of the speakers this afternoon, which is Mr. Alan Gopal.
It's been great indeed a pleasure to be here this afternoon to say a short few words as chairman of the UNC of Pointe Constituency. I must say that it's been a pleasure to be part of this historic occasion in which we'll open our office. It was a mere short 9 months ago in which we came into government as a People's Partnership government, and now this is where we will take our constituency forward, giving the support of our Member of Parliament, in which this office will provide the services to all the burgesses of the Pointe constituency. You must always remember that obviously in a constituency office, I always say at the end of the day, the electorate is our customers at the end of the day. How we serve them is how we will obviously be treated back. Because the next time around, obviously, we want to maintain this office as a People's Partnership government in Pointe-à-Pierre. And with those short few words, I thank you and enjoy your afternoon.
Councillor Camille Govid Eli to come and say a few short words.
As Mr. Atiba said, I am Camille Goving, and my name is Eli Goving, not Govin Eli. I'm sure you all will get it right. He had it right eventually, I think his nerves. I too am elated, and it's a pleasure to have this office available and open so that we can do the People's Partnership business and serve the people as we were mandated to and as we were doing, have been doing. Of course, Mr. MacLeod, Minister MacLeod, and myself and the other councillors have been working without an office, and with the office, additional productivity will take place. We will indeed be furnishing greater needs for the people and of the people. And of course, I must say that we have long been awaiting the office, and now that it is up and running, the traffic that we see here now may be the most minimum of what is to come when the office day starts kicking off, because I know there are a number of people waiting to come to this office to be served and for our lives to be successful and more productive. I thank you and good afternoon.
We have a comrade, Ozzy Warwick. He will come and give us a few short words for us here. So can we give him a round of applause, please?
Notwithstanding the weather, I think it's important for us to realize that this is a moment to celebrate. This is an important moment. And what we have to do is to give ourselves, all of us who would have worked hard to ensure that the constituency of Pointe-à-Pierre is in the hands of People's Partnership, and we should give ourselves a round of applause for that. But I also want to leave us with 3 key principles, which I think this office can bring, and a person such as Comrade Errol MacLeod would bring. 1, the whole question of social justice for all. Wherever there is injustice throughout this constituency, we must find it and root it out. That has to be a core principle, social justice. Another key principle is the question of equity. The equitable, and I want to emphasize, the equitable distribution of resources, one, to the constituency of Pointe-à-Pierre, and then throughout the constituency of Pointe-à-Pierre. And the third and final one is what was mentioned earlier, the question of a decent standard of living for all. And I want to end my greetings by thanking each and every one of you all who decided to take your Tuesday evening off, put aside whatever commitments that you would have had, to register your commitment to transforming Pointe-à-Pierre, to supporting the Member of Parliament for Pointe-à-Pierre in transforming this constituency to make it one of the best constituency in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much.
I would like to invite Mr. Mukesh Mutilal to come and say a few short words for us here this afternoon, please.
Yeah. Today is a special day in so many ways, right? We feel exceptionally blessed and fortunate to be able to share in today's opening for the Pointe constituency, right? some of you have been around in Pointe for a very long time, while others have been welcomed more recently. Right? However, we are without a doubt especially grateful that you are all here today sharing in this special occasion. Mr. Minister, we look forward to your continued support to our constituency development, and by extension, the further upliftment of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Okay, without further ado, I would like to invite our comrade, our MP, and also our Minister, Mr. Errol K. McLeod, to come and give us a few short words. Can we stand and give him a round of applause, please?
On the 26th of June 2008, almost 3 years ago, I retired as the President General of the United States Workers Trade Union, having served that organization for many years, and for the latter part of my service, 21 years as its leader and President General, and through which leadership I served at the international level. Many people hardly know about this. For 16 years, from 1992, I was on the executive committee of the International Federation of Chemical, Energy, Mine and General Workers Unions, headquartered in Brussels. And by virtue of my being on the executive of that body in that part of the world and belonging to this part of the world, I was the vice president of the Latin America and Caribbean area of that international body, with an office in Brazil, which office I had to visit once every year, and which office of the international body in Brussels, now in Geneva, I also had to visit once every year, at least once every year. So that representing organizations, representing people is not new to me, but I've done so many years of it. And I thought that I might allow the organization which I led for 21 years to regenerate itself. And I say that against the background of some important developments in the Middle East today, and some developments that had occurred here in Trinidad and Tobago, as a matter of fact. Let me explain it very briefly. My understanding of politics will teach me, will suggest to me, that any time an institution is so dominated by an individual, and that institution begins to lose its identity, with that identity being in a person rather than the institution, it is time that that person leaves and give that institution a chance to regenerate itself, remain relevant, remain dynamic, and remain representative of the best ideals of people and so on. I say that because sometimes in our enthusiasm, we do and say things that suggest to others that some of us, or one of us, might on our own run the affairs of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I must have gone on a little bit too long, but then it's also a long time since I had this opportunity to talk with you as I'm attempting to do today.
The same thing I don't say we need to come out and go into this constitution. To get a more people, they will not be relevant. We don't do anything with the staff. Replacing the somebody has to lead the charge. Somebody has to lead the charge.
The one is there.
What is the photo opportunity here? Inside or outside?
So he has to go inside.
You just go right ahead.
All right. It is with pleasure that I do this bit of surgery to allow a passage forward. Good luck, Glenn. Thank you. Thank you.
Once you